Okay, hello my friends, and welcome back to Move with Jasmine. For those of you that I haven't had the opportunity of connecting with yet, hello, my name is Jasmine, and today I'm going to be taking you through a yoga flow for athletic recovery. So whether you've been playing sports or just being super physically active lately, maybe hitting the gym, this is the yoga flow for you to really help your body rest, rejuvenate, and recover. For today's class, we're going to start off with two quotes. I couldn't choose one, so we have two today. The first is, recovery is an important word and vital concept. It means renewal of life and energy. Knowing how and when to recover may prove to be the most important skill in your life. Quote number two, destroy the idea that you have to be constantly working or gaining in order to be successful. Embrace the concept that rest, recovery, and reflection are essential parts of the progress towards a successful and ultimately happy life. The reason I share these quotes is because sometimes when we're go-getters, it can be difficult for us to slow things down. So really anchoring ourselves in this concept that recovery is something very important to ensure that we're able to show up as the best versions of ourselves, both as athletes, maybe people who go to the gym, and just as everyday people. With that, we're gonna get started in today's class with a seated cross-legged position. Taking a moment to find lots of length through the spine, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. And just taking a moment to observe the breath here. Trying to send the breath into the belly, really feeling that belly expand with each inhale and fall with each exhale. We'll take two more full breaths here, inhaling big into the belly and softly sigh it out. One more time here, inhale through the nose and exhale, sigh it out. Good. On the next inhale, we'll gently flutter the eyes open if the eyes were closed. And then we'll drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Maybe take that left hand on the head, feeling a deeper stretch. You're welcome to stay exactly as you are, or perhaps you take that right arm behind the back to deepen the stretch just a little bit more. You can stay rather still and steady or add a soft sway of the head and the neck, seeing how that changes the effect of the stretch. Focusing on calm and steady breathing as you relax the face. Good. On the next inhale, slowly make the head return through to center as you release the hands on the lap. Right ear meets right shoulder. And then we take that right hand, maybe place it on the head to deepen the stretch. And perhaps take that left arm behind the back. Once again, you can stay rather still and steady or add that very gentle, mindful sway. Focusing on calm, steady breathing. Good. On the next inhale, slowly take the head back through to center and release the hands on the lap. Inhale as you take the gaze towards the sky, chin is high, feel the throat open. And exhale, take chin towards chest. Allow the head to become very heavy as you feel the backside of the neck open. Inhale as you gaze high to the sky. And exhale as you drop chin towards chest. Just warming up the head and the neck here. Inhale, gaze towards the sky. And exhale, gaze towards the lap. Good. On the next inhale, we'll meet with the head in a neutral position. And then right away, inhale, reach those arms up nice and high. And on the exhale, bring prayer hands through to heart center. Two more big full breaths here. Inhale, really feel the arms expand. Find lots of length, long lines in the body. And exhale, prayer hands come through to heart center. One more time. Inhale, big sweeping motion. And exhale, prayer hands come through to heart center. Right away, we'll release the arms by the sides. And then take the soles of the feet to touch. Grabbing hold of the feet with the hands and begin pedaling out those knees, just fluttering them up and down for a seated butterfly position. Relaxing through the face, allowing the shoulders to soften away from the ears. And then maybe, just maybe, you imagine you're peeling apart the feet like you're peeling apart a book, and lean the body forward as you use the elbows to drive down those knees. With each inhale, trying to find length through the spine. And with each exhale, trying to hinge just a little bit deeper. Inhale, finding length. And exhale, finding depth. We're here for one more cycle of breath. Inhale long. And exhale, folding forward. Good. On the next inhale, slowly make your way back into a tall seated position. And then right away, we'll find a 90-degree angle with that left leg in front of us. And then take the right leg behind you, once again finding a 90-degree angle. Good. We'll root through the left palm. Inhale, reach that right arm high to the sky. Relaxing through that left shoulder as you really reach those right fingertips nice and high. Good. On the next exhale, we'll take the right hand behind the head and allow that right elbow to face up. Seeing if you can really open up through the chest here for 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, reach that right arm high to the sky. Exhale, plant the right palm down. You can come out of this pose to switch to the opposite side, or try to just windshield wiper the legs to the opposite side. Right knee is bent in front of you, left knee is bent behind you. Find that 90-degree angle, root through the right palm, lift that left arm up. Finding lots of length all the way to those left fingertips. And then when you're ready to do so, you can take that left hand behind the head, really opening up through the chest, finding a bit of a shoulder stretch here. Take one more expansive breath in, and a smooth breath out. Good. Inhale, reach that left arm high to the sky. And on the exhale, slowly release that left arm down. And then we'll return into a seated cross-legged position. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, bring prayer hands through to heart center. This time, interlacing the hands in front of the body. We'll begin rolling out those wrists, just creating some circles. And then maybe challenging the mind a little bit. See if you can rotate the wrists in the opposite direction. Good. Find stillness and center with the wrists and begin roller coastering the hands, waking up all of those finger muscles, finger joints. And then when you're ready to do so, finding stillness in center. On the inhale, we'll press the palms forward, extending the arms in front of us. And then inhale, arch through the back, gaze towards the sky. On the exhale, round through the spine, point your fingers face up as you tuck chin in towards chest. Inhale, open up, palms facing out. And exhale, round out, point your fingers face forward. A variation of cat-cow. Inhale as you open. Slight arch in the back. And exhale as you close. Rounding through the spine. 2 more. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you round. Inhale. And exhale. Good. On the next inhale, find stillness in center, neutral spine. Good. Right away, we'll find our tabletop position. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. On the inhale, lean slightly forward. And on the exhale, lean slightly back, just warming up the wrists here. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, coming back. Keep moving through at your own rhythm and pace. Really being intentional about synchronizing the breath with the movement. Making a concentrated effort to stay present in this moment, stay present in the body, and stay present with your intention of recovery. On the next inhale, find stillness in center. We'll take the fingertips to face away from the body, towards the sides, and begin swaying from side to side. You can keep this movement rather linear, or maybe you begin creating some figure eights or another shape that speaks to you, finding a bit more fluidity. Sometimes we very much gravitate towards linear motions, but it's very freeing and sometimes very relieving to find a bit of a non-linear pattern for the body. Good. On the next inhale, slowly find stillness back in center, fingertips facing forward, neutral tabletop. And then on the inhale, we'll drop the belly down, take the gaze towards the sky. And on the exhale, we'll round through the spine, take the gaze towards the belly. Inhale as you open, and exhale as you close. Standard cat-cow. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. One more time here. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. Inviting you to leave this linear pattern of cat-cow. Begin moving in whatever way your spine wants to move today. Maybe slithering the spine like a snake. Maybe leaning really far from one side to the other. Maybe moving fast or slow, whatever your body's calling for. Once you feel satisfied, you can slowly begin to find your way back in neutral tabletop. From here, we'll lengthen out the right leg towards the right side. Right toes are facing forward, and we're really rooting and grounding through that right foot. When you're ready to do so, keeping that left palm planted beneath the left shoulder, inhale, reach the right arm high to the sky. On the exhale, take the right hand behind the head, elbows facing up. On the exhale, drop the right elbow down, hand is still behind the head. And on the inhale, rise back up. Exhale as you lower, and inhale as you lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Focusing on big movements with the body. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Good. On the exhale, release that right arm down. And then with control, we'll send that right foot behind us. Leg is elongated, back toes are tucked under, fingertips are wide, and begin pedaling into and out of that right calf. Half downward facing dog. Just warming up the calf a little bit here. With each inhale, bringing that left knee to a hover. And with each exhale, sending the hips back. Good. When you're ready to do so, slowly release that left knee down. And then right away, we'll extend the right toes to face up. As you arch through the back, tiger pose. And exhale, draw nose and knee together. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. It's sort of like a variation of cat-cow, but this time we have that right leg engaged, using it to point up towards the ceiling on the inhale, and on the exhale, drawing nose and knee together as you round through the spine. Inhale to open, and exhale to close. Good. On the next exhale, release that right leg down, and then return to your neutral tabletop. Inhale as you arch through the back, gaze towards the sky, cat-cow, and exhale, round through the spine. And this time on the next inhale, maybe you lean slightly forward, and on the next exhale, you lean slightly back as you round through the spine. Dramaticized cat-cow. Inhale, coming forward and up. And exhale, coming down and back. One more here. Inhale. And exhale. Good. On the next inhale, find stillness in center, neutral tabletop. We'll extend that left leg out towards the left side, root through the left foot, plant the right palm underneath the right shoulder, and then inhale, reach that left arm high to the sky, gaze to follow. On the exhale, drop that left hand behind the head. And on the next exhale, drop the left elbow down. And on the inhale, open right back up. Exhale, lower that left elbow. And inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. And inhale, rise. Good. We'll meet at the very top. Extend that left arm long, and then slowly release that left arm back down. Right away, we'll take the left foot behind us, tuck those back toes under, find that half downward facing dog, just pedaling into and out of that left calf. Good, slowly dropping that right knee down, keeping that left leg nice and long. We'll bend through the left knee as we arch through the back, pointing the left toes up towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, round through the spine, pull nose and knee together. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Tiger stretch. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. And last round here. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. Good. Slowly return to that neutral tabletop position. And then right away, walk the hands out, finding Anahatasana, gesture of the heart, also known as puppy pose. Arms are long in front of you, either resting on the forearms or propping up onto the fingertips, allowing the shoulders to sink nice and deep. Glutes are lifted. Calm and steady breathing. Good. Slowly release the forearms down. If you're up on the fingertips, spread the fingertips wide. And then slowly bring your body forward, finding your Sphinx pose as you drop down onto the belly a little bit. Forearms are planted, fingertips are wide, really rooting through the tops of the feet into the mat. And then imagine you're pulling the mat in towards you. Really open up, find a lot of pride through the chest. You can take the gaze to face slightly upwards, if that feels okay for the neck. And really press the pelvis down into the mat. Low body is very strong, very rooted, very grounded. Good. When you're ready to do so, slowly lower the upper body down. Allow the elbows to flare out. Create a cushion with the hands, and then rest the head, gazing to either the right or the left. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Good. When you're ready to do so, bend through the knees and begin windshield wipering the knees from left to right, feeling a nice massage in the belly. And notice if your predisposition is to move rather fast, can you slow it down a bit? And then perhaps leaving this linear pattern here, swaying side to side and finding a bit more fluidity, maybe creating figure eights or circles or whatever your body is calling for. Good. Slowly find stillness in center. Extend those legs out nice and long. And then for a moment, just take the gaze to the opposite side. Take a breath in and a smooth breath out. Good. On the next inhale, take the hands by the upper ribs. And on the exhale, send the hips back. Find a child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide, arms long. You're welcome to stay with the fingertips really, really long in front of you, the arms really, really long in front of you. Or maybe you bend through the elbows and take prayer hands behind the head, feeling a little bit of a stretch in the triceps. On the next exhale, release the arms nice and long, and then inhale, find your tabletop position. Tucking both back toes under, we'll send the hips up high, find our very first downward facing dog. Taking a moment to pedal out through the heels here. Maybe swaying the hips a little bit. And then when you feel ready, finding full down dog, trying to take those heels down nice and low, shining the sit bones towards the ceiling and sinking down through the shoulders. On the next inhale, we'll come forward, then cat back all the way there, all the way to high plank. And then on the exhale, we'll send the hips back, find your downward facing dog. 2 more big wave-like motions. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. One more time here. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. On the next inhale, we'll float the right leg high to the sky. And with control, step it through in between the palms. Drop that back knee down. On the inhale, reach the arms up nice and high. On the exhale, release the arms down and straighten through that right leg, flex through the right foot, half split. We'll keep it dynamic. Inhale, coming forward and up. And exhale, coming down and back. Inhale, forward and up. And exhale, down and back. Good. We'll take a pause here at the bottom in our half split. And with each inhale, try and find length through the spine. And with each exhale, try and find depth through your forward fold. Imagine you're pulling those inner thighs together and really try and flex through the right foot. Good. On the next inhale, slowly bend through that front right knee. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Really try and get low and deep into those hip flexors. Hips are squared forwards. You're welcome to stay exactly as you are, or maybe, just maybe, you grab hold of the left wrist with the right arm and come into a very gentle side bend to the right. Breathing space into the left side body. Good. Inhale, meet back through and center, and exhale, plant the palms down. We'll lift that back knee up, root through the left arm, and then inhale, send that right arm high to the sky. Right away, we'll release that right arm down, step that right foot back, find your downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down, maybe dropping the knees, bending through the elbows. Inhale, baby cobra. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, float the left leg high to the sky. And with control, step that left foot through in between the palms, dropping the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, right away, root through the fingertips, planting them on the mat. Lengthen through that left leg, flex through the left foot, and try and bring the chest in towards that left knee. Keep it dynamic. Inhale, coming forward and up. And exhale, coming down and back. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale, half split. Inhale, rise. And exhale, lower. We'll take a pause down at the bottom here, really pulling those inner thighs together, flexing through the left foot. Find length all the way through the crown of the head, really broadening and lengthening through the spine. And with each exhale, try and fold forward just a little bit deeper. Targeting the hamstring here. Notice if you're carrying tension in the face and the jaw, can you just soften a little bit more here? Good. On the next inhale, we'll bend through that left knee, finding our low lunge as we reach the arms up. This time you can grab hold of that right wrist with the left hand as you find a very gentle side bend to the left side. Breathing space into those right side body muscles, right intercostal muscles. And then inhale, meet back through in center. Exhale, plant the palms, lift that back knee up. Inhale, left arm rises as right arm roots, easy twist. Right away, exhale, we'll drop that left arm down and step the left foot back, downward facing dog. You're welcome here to move through a flow. Inhale as you come forward, high plank. Exhale as you lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, open up, maybe upward facing dog, otherwise cobra. And exhale, your downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. And we'll bring that right leg through for pigeon pose on the right side. Starting off with proud pigeon, fingertips are planted, chest is tall, proud and open. On the next inhale, find lots of length through the spine. And on the exhale, fold forward, maybe coming down onto the forearms, or maybe melting all the way down to the third eye. Wherever you are, just finding a place of surrender. Staying connected to that intention to rest, recover, rejuvenate. Seeing if you can make the breaths long, full, steady. Good. On the next inhale, slowly walk the hands back in towards the body. Proud pigeon. And option, just an option here to bend through that back knee and try and grab hold of the back foot with the left arm. You're welcome to take another variation if you know one. Maybe interlacing the hands and using just the help of the elbow to keep that back foot lifted. And then without a slinging motion, slowly releasing that left foot back down. And we'll root through the fingertips, finding our proud pigeon. Sending the weight into the right glute, we'll swing that left leg around, crossing it over top of that left leg. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take a gentle twist to the left. Left hand comes behind you like a kickstand. And using that right arm on the knee to take you just a little bit deeper. With each inhale, find length through the spine. And with each exhale, find depth through your twist. One more breath here. Good. On the next inhale, slowly come back through to center. And then take a gentle counter twist to the opposite side if you'd like. Good. And then inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, a little bit different here, so pay attention. We'll drop the arms by the sides and right away come into our boat pose, Navasana. Taking maybe the fingertips to face up, shins are parallel to the ceiling, a little bit of a core activation here. You can grab hold of the backs of the legs if you need extra support. Or maybe just take the palms to face up. Gesture of openness, giving and receiving. Good. Right away, we'll find a little bit of momentum to hop back into our high plank position. Option to move through a flow here, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, your downward facing dog. Good. On the inhale, we'll float that left leg high to the sky. And then bring the left leg through for your pigeon pose on the opposite side. Chest tall, proud, and open to start. And with a big inhale, find length through the spine. And with a smooth exhale, fold forward. Coming down onto forearms, third eye, whatever you need today. Using these moments of stillness to check in with the mind, the quality of your thoughts. Just observing, not judging, just being mindful. Seeing if you can direct all of your mindful awareness towards calm and steady breathing. Good. When you're ready to do so, slowly and mindfully make your way back into proud pigeon. And then option here to stay as you are or bend through that right leg and try and reach for the right ankle with the right arm, pulling heel in towards glute. We're here for 3 and 2 and 1. Without a slinging motion, slowly release that right leg down. And then return to your proud pigeon. Send the weight into the left glute. Swing that right leg around over top of that left knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, take a twist to the right. Right hand comes behind you like a kickstand. Left arm to take you deeper. With each inhale, finding length through the spine. And with each exhale, finding depth through your twist. Remembering that the neck is an extension of the spine, really including it by gazing towards the back of the room. Good. On the next inhale, slowly come back through to center, reach the arms up. And on the exhale, take a gentle counter twist to the opposite side. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, release the arms by the sides. This time we'll take the feet, soles of the feet planted in front of us. Doesn't matter what direction the fingertips face, whatever is most comfortable for you. Maybe fingertips towards the sides, maybe towards the front. And slowly begin to windshield wiper the legs from left to right. Noticing if your predisposition is to move rather fast, can you just slow it down a little bit? And then slowly finding stillness with the knees in center. We'll sit up nice and tall, extend the arms forward, and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, release ourselves to lie down on the back. Good. Take a moment to cactus the arms here, really rooting through the soles of the feet into the mat. And then perhaps you windshield wiper the legs once again from side to side, feeling a massage on that low back, on the glutes. And then slowly find stillness with the knees in center, tuck the tailbone under, and send the feet up nice and high, grabbing hold of the big toes with the peace fingers or the outer edges of the feet for your happy baby. Pulling the shoulders down towards the earth, deepening through the hips here, and maybe swaying from side to side to give the low back a massage. Good. Slowly find stillness in center. And then we'll release the feet down, planting the soles of the feet into the mat. And then slowly dropping the knees towards the left side. We'll hike up that right knee just a little bit more if it feels good as we extend out the right arm and take the gaze to follow for a spinal twist. You can rest that left hand on the right knee. And wherever you are, finding long, full, calm, deep breaths. Feeling gravity, allowing your body to slowly twist deeper and deeper. Soft gaze, soft face, and soft jaw. On the next inhale, slowly come back through to center. And then right away, we'll take it to the opposite side, dropping the knees to the right, maybe taking that left knee a little higher than the right. Gaze towards the left hand, left arm, which is extended. And that right hand is resting on the knee, the left knee, to take you a little bit deeper into your twist. Calm, steady breaths. When you feel ready to do so, slowly make your way back through to center. And we'll finally take a moment here to extend out in final Shavasana. It's like a starfish position, lying on your back. Palms are facing up, feet are heavy. And really begin to tune into the breath here. First noticing the depth of the breath. How full and complete your breath is. And then noticing the symmetry of your breath. Noticing if the lengths of your inhales are matching the lengths of your exhales. And finally, noticing the smoothness of your breath. How gracefully and calmly the breath comes in and then moves out. Depth, symmetry, and smoothness. When you feel ready to do so, you can slowly roll onto the left side body, resting left ear on left shoulder. Take a moment to really feel your body grounded against the mat, against the earth, supported. The left side body is associated with our energy channels for rest and rejuvenation. So as we end off here, really paying attention to those qualities, those attributes of relaxation, feeling rejuvenated. And at your own pace, slowly come up into a seated cross-legged position, keeping your eyes closed if you can. Finding a nice, tall, long spine. Shoulders away from the ears. Relaxing the cheeks, the eyes, the face, the jaw. Finding absolute softness. I invite you to bring prayer hands through to heart center, gesture of connecting the mind and the body. And when you're ready to do so, gently begin to flutter the eyes open to arrive back into this space and back into this moment. With that, my friends, we are at the end of our time together today. I hope that this yoga practice for athletic recovery resonated with you and gave your body exactly what it needed. Truly, it's been a pleasure practicing with you today, and I can't wait to see you back soon.